Shalom, welcome to my channel, The Hebrew Bible. This is Moses Gumadi, and in this video, we'll talk about the parasha Eiqev. Parasha Eiqev is actually a Torah portion in the book of Deuteronomy. It starts from chapter 7, verse 12 to chapter 11, verse 25, end of the chapter. Now, let's read the beginning verse, the first verse of this parasha. It says, "Vehaya Eiqev tishme'un et hamishpatim ha'ele ushmartem ve'asitem otam." So this first word, Eiqev is translated as if. Wherefore, if it shall come to pass, if you listen or you hearken to these judgments and keep. Mishpatim means the judicial pronouncements of God, or like judicial decisions are called mishpatim. Now, this word Eiqev means a consequence, actually. That is why it is translated as if, or in some translations, because. But why is this Eiqev consequence? Because there is a similar word called Acrostic, which means heel, from which the name of Jacob, Yaakov, is derived. So Eiqev, even Eiqev, actually means heel. So why is heel as in the heel of the foot, right? Why is it the consequence? The consequence is because when the head thinks, the person moves and sets his foot on the ground to carry out the work, let's say. So the thought is then converted into action. That's the consequence. So that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is that the foot or the heel is at the bottom, is at the end, which comes later. And so consequence is like an effect, in the cause and effect order. So cause comes first and effect comes later. Head comes first and the foot or the heel, Eiqev, comes later. That's the meaning of consequence of Eiqev, heel, and of course from which the word Jacob is derived. Now, what is the Lord saying in the previous verse? If you keep these judgments, right, and if you hearken, that is tishme'un, shama, that is listen to them, ushmartem, if you shomer, if you keep them, and asitem, and you do them, then veshamar Adonai Elohecha lecha et habrit ve'et hachesed asher nishva la'avotecha. So then the Lord will keep, He will also keep the same word, et habrit, the covenant, ve'et hachesed, that is the mercies, that He has promised, or He has made an oath to, swear, it says, to the fathers, to thy fathers, avotecha. Right. Now, what else? And not only He keeps the promises He made to the fathers, He says, va'ahevcha, that is, He will love you, love thee. So here we read the masculine singular pronominal suffix. That's the love thee, that is individually. Ve'ahevcha uverachcha. So it comes from the word barach, that means He will bless you. Ve'hirbecha means, the word from rabbah means to make big or great. Ve'hirbecha means He will multiply. Uverach, again, He will bless what? Bless what? Peri vithencha. Biten means the womb. So the fruit of the womb He will bless. Ufri admathecha. So this is the fruit of the land, adama, fruit of the adama, which is the ground. Degancha vetiroshcha veyitzharecha shegar alfecha. Aleph is the the kine, as in the cows. Ve'asteroth, we'll talk about the word. Ve'asteroth soencha, and the flock of your sheep, al ha'adama, upon the land, asher nishva la avoteka, that he has promised, that is, that he has swore to your fathers, lateth lach, to give to them, to give to thee, to you. So there are two interesting words here. The corn, or the grain, actually. This is an old word. Corn is basically not the regular corn as in the sweet corn, or the corn that's grown in America and maybe Mexico, many other places. But degancha means grain. Let's look at it. Degancha means the grain. And why am I showing this? Because it's a very interesting word. Comes from dagan, means grain. And it comes from the verb daga, means to increase. Interestingly, this word dagan is very close to, at least in pronunciation, to the word Dagon, who was a Philistine fish god. You would probably remember that in the book of Samuel, they took the Ark of the Covenant and they placed it in the house of Dagon. And the Dagon fell down before the ark, and the whole idol was broken up. That's what happened. And eventually the Philistines had to return back the Ark of the Covenant to the Israelites. So this is the Dagon. And why is this Dagon really sounding like Daga, where a Dagonka? The original word was Daganka. Why is this similar? Because Dagon is actually fish god. Dag means fish. But the root verb behind all is daga, is to increase or to multiply. And because the fish swarms and increases, similarly also, the corn increases, multiplies. Like you sow a particular grain, one single grain of wheat, and you get a huge amount of wheat. And so it multiplies. That's the meaning of it, and that's the reason why fish is dag, and daga means to increase, dagon is wheat or grain, etc. These are all very interesting things. And the second word, ashtaroth are flocks. But again, this word is very close to, just slightly different from, in terms of the vowel pointing, to Ashtoreth. Ashtoreth was a god of the Sidonians, goddess of the Sidonians, is called an abomination in the Bible. And it means star, and this word is the same as the word Ishtar, and in fact may have a parallel or a connection to the word Esther, which also means star. So there are regional variants of this name in Babylon and Assyria, in Persia, in all these places in the past. And so that's the word. But what God is essentially saying to them is that, hey, I will multiply your corn and the flocks. So to the Israelites, even the names of their gods are nothing but just the common things that God would give and multiply, over which you have the authority, whom you will enjoy, rather than like trying to make it into a god, right? Fish you can eat, and don't worship a fish god, rather you eat the fish, right? So that's what he's promising to them. Baruch tihyeh mikol ha'amim, you will be blessed among all people. Lo YHWH, akar va akara. Nobody, there shall not be among you akar or akara, a barren man or a barren woman. I say barren man as well. In the Hebrew Bible, it's written very old. And so you have both barren men and barren women. O with him thecha. With him Yeah, uvivhemtheka. So look at this word. Behema is the root. Beth he mem he. Behema is a cattle. Behema means a beast or an animal. Uvivhemthecha. Cha is a pronominal suffix, that is your cattle, that's singular. So and or the first be here is a pronominal, well, it's a prefix, which means in or among. So and in or and among thy cattle. That's what it means. Okay. Vehesir Adonai mimecha kol choli. Choli are the sicknesses. The Lord will take away all the sicknesses. Vechol madve Mitzrayim haraim. Madva means a disease. The diseases of Egypt, Mitzrayim, haraim means ra'a, means evil. The evil diseases. So he will not put any of these evil diseases. Vechol mad'e Mitzrayim haraim asher yadata, that you know, lo yesimam, he will not put them upon you. Bach, that is upon you, right? Unthatam, but he will give them bechol shon echa. All of these he will give to whom? To those who hate you. All of these apply if they keep the commandments, if they keep the statutes, etc. And what are the statutes and the commandments? You can read in the whole of Deuteronomy, particularly there in this context in chapter 5 and chapter 6. Chapter 5 we have the 10 commandments, and in chapter 6 we have, in chapter 6, verse 4, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. And that's in chapter 6, verse 4. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'kol meodecha. That is, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind. And it also has commandments for the tefillin and for the mezuzah and all those things that the Jewish people do. Those commandments are there in the book of Deuteronomy. Okay, the last verse in this section, in chapter 7 alone. Of course, the parasha continues. I'm not going to read all of it. Ve'achalta, that is, you'll eat, let's say consume. Ve'achalta et kol ha'amim, you will eat up all these people. All the people that are there who will hate you. Right? And ve'achalta et kol ha'amim, all the people, asher Adonai Elohecha noten lach, that the Lord thy God is going to give you. Lo tachos einecha, you shall not have any pity upon them, elehem, upon them. Ve'lo ta'avod et Elohehem, you should not abad, that means to serve. Ta'avod means you should not serve. Lo ta'avod et Elohehem, their gods. You shall not serve their gods. Ki mokesh hu lach, they will become a mokesh, the snare upon you. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon. Please do comment below, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much.